Hello,
Hi.
my name is Monica. I work here at the school. Do talk with students, see what's going on with them, things like that. I just did want to let you know anything that we talk about here is confidential. It will stay between you and I. There are limits to the confidentiality, however, for example, anything having to do with any type of neglect, abuse, harm of self or others, things like that. If there were any type of suicidal ideations, those I would be obligated to report. And that is all. Did you have any questions about the limits of confidentiality?
No, that
No.
sounds good.
Okay. So, what brings you here? Well, first, can I have your name, please?
I'm Jordan.
Jordan.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Nice
Thank
to
you for
meet you.
coming in. What brings you in today?
Well, I've just been really stressed out about applying for grad school. I'm applying out of state, and I've never lived anywhere else, and it's at the University of Washington in Seattle.
Mm-hmm.
I'm applying for a pretty hard program for a Master's of Social Work, so I'm kind of freaked out about it.
Okay. And what do you mean by freaked out?
It's a really hard program to get into, and I just kind of go back and forth between thinking I have a good chance to not having a good chance, and I mean, this is a big life step, and I've never moved out of state before,
Yeah.
so it's just a big life decision, I guess.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like this does have you pretty stressed out right now. It is a big decision. So that's completely. But it sounds like you're applying for the master's. So you've already made it through your bachelor's. You've made it this far, and you've been able to persevere and get through it. And college isn't always an easy thing to do. So do you feel like maybe that might help you in your decision? Just the fact that you have already come this far?
Yeah. I mean, I go first, I think that I have a pretty good chance because I have a pretty good GPA. And then I go back, what if I don't have enough volunteer experience?
Right.
Because I just switched last year to social work, so I might not have as much experience in the field as other applicants, but when it comes to other things, I feel like I'm pretty qualified.
Yeah.
So I just kind of go back and forth, and I don't know.
So it sounds like you've had you've worked really hard, so you have a really good GPA, and it sounds like you're a little bit worried about maybe not having enough volunteer experience, so you feel like that might put you behind everybody else. Am I hearing that right?
Yeah.
Okay. So how would you feel about maybe, do you have time right now to do more volunteer experience, or have you looked into that?
I was volunteering at my local library. I had to stop doing that since I went out of town, and then I started school again, and I have an internship with the Department of Child Safety, so that takes up a lot of my time. I would probably only be able to do like 2 hours a week at the library if I wanted to do that, but I don't know if it's like worth it at this point, just because I have so much on my plate as it is now that school started. I have marching band, my internship, other classes that I have to do, and online classes that I have to do during my time that I'm not in class. So I don't know if volunteering at a library 2 hours a week is gonna make a difference,
Right.
I mean, I did that all summer, so I don't know how much the number of volunteer hours matters to them or not.
Yeah. Well, maybe have you looked into social work type of, social work placement, volunteer?
I don't know where I would go,
Okay.
especially if it's like only like 2 hours a week.
Yeah.
And it's hard to find placements. I live in the West Valley, so it would be hard to find placements over there that are flexible with hours. And I mean, I would only be able to do maybe like 2 to 4 hours a week,
Mhm.
So I don't know. with what I should do.
Okay, so we can definitely get you some resources to find other volunteer placement. So you've already decided that is where you're going to go to school?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's great. Have you considered what might happen if you didn't?
Yeah, so if I don't get into the advanced standing program
Mm-hmm.
this next summer, I'm still going to move up there and apply for some jobs, maybe at their equivalent of DCS,
Mhm.
and then work for a year. Then I'll have more experience, and then I could get in-state tuition, which would be better.
Yeah.
So that would be okay too.
Yeah. It sounds like you have a really good plan in place. It sounds like you have this goal and you have a way to get there. So that sounds like it's all, laid out for you.
Mm-hmm.
And then are you just stressed because what specifically has you stressed out? Is it just moving to another state?
I guess it's just more about getting in, because I don't want to be too overconfident
Mm-hmm.
and then not get in, and then I don't know, that would suck. But I guess I just came up with this other plan, plan B if I don't get in.
Yeah.
But I don't know, this is like the first big decision that I've done for like me, and I don't know. I don't do well with what's the word? Like not getting in.
Oh, sorry.
Rejected, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't do well with rejection.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
Well, the rejection part kind of has you pretty worried too.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, up to now, it sounds like you have done everything that you were supposed to. You put in the hard work. You put in the time. You've made it this far to your master's, so you're clearly dedicated to what you want to do and to your own goals. So yeah, it just sounds like you have a really good plan in place. So yeah, good luck.
Thank you.
And congratulations on making that choice in the first place. That's a pretty tough choice to make.
Yeah.
But you did, and sound determined and dedicated to it.
Yeah. It feels good to just talk about it.
Yeah. Good.
Build up that stress.
Yeah. Sometimes it's good to talk about it. I'm glad that you did meet with me today. And then, like I said, we can maybe get you those resources for the volunteer placement.
That'd be great.
Okay? All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.